A big one coming up for the Boston Celtics as they're about to welcome in the Philadelphia 76ers to TD Garden for the first time this season. I'm Sierra Goodwill, here with Jimmy Toscano now. Oh, what's up?
What's going on?
So the Celtics are obviously kind of outperforming their expectations. They're 17-5, undefeated at home, but they're about to have their toughest test probably here on
I think
this
they're
floor.
properly performing now. Like, they're
Yes.
outperforming, like, preseason expectations, but
Right.
now it's like, this is who they are.
This is what people expect
Yeah.
from them now. But definitely their toughest task on this
Yes.
court so far this season. And the problem still remains, the size mismatch. How are the Celtics going to contain Joel Embiid and their good old friend Al Horford?
Yeah, I mean, they're not getting any bigger in the next couple of days. Time Lord seems to be a little banged up. Not that he's the answer at this point in his career, but this is probably the one big negative or question mark you could say on the Celtics is that they are undersized. So when you play up against teams like the Sixers or maybe like a Bucks team with some size there, Pacers as well, these are big teams that can exploit you in certain areas in the paint, down low. So it's going to be interesting to see how the Celtics combat that. Now, what they do lack in size, they make up for in tenacity and effort and skill, I guess you could say, especially on the offensive end. So I do expect them to put up a major fight, and I think that the Sixers will get theirs the way that they get theirs, but the Celtics are just going to have to do what they do best on their offensive end, which is run the floor, because they're faster. They're a faster team, and they have they like to get up and get going, and I think they can catch the Sixers maybe watching a little bit in that sense.
Now, I was in Philly for that season opener between the Celtics and the Sixers, and it was a close game, and Kemba Walker played terrible. It was his first game in green. He had a really bad game.
Great
so
point.
If Kemba Walker has been playing anywhere near the level he's been playing as of late, this is a team that they can beat if everyone's having a good night. Now, what will it take? You just mentioned tenacity, but Gordon Hayward probably a really key piece returning to this lineup right before this really tough game.
Gordon Hayward's key. It was good that he got his first burn against AAA team, I guess you could say, a G League team in the Cavs, excuse me. But it's also going to take, I'm interested to see if Marcus Smart's ready to go for that game, because he's going to be a huge piece to that, because we all know that he guards 1 through 5. So
I would assume his eye will be healed up by then.
Yeah, exactly. So he's got that game circled on his calendar, absolutely, for sure. And he's going to be a huge piece of that on the defensive end, because, as we said, they are undersized. But a guy like Marcus Smart, Jaylen Brown, those players, they just got to play tougher. And I think the Celtics at home with the fans, behind them, ready to go.
Is this their biggest rival?
Oh, absolutely. I think at this point, yeah. I mean, you can say what you want about the Lakers and the history, but when it comes to current today, it's Celtics, Sixers, because they play them multiple times throughout the regular season. Most likely going to see them at some point in the playoffs, the way things are looking.
Geographical location doesn't hurt.
Geographical location, the fact that Philly has a bunch of awful fans, that plays into a little bit too. Bunch of jerks up there. So I think the Sixers obviously had the advantage being at home.
Right.
They had all the fire and Al Horford's ringing the bell and all that stuff.
First game of the year.
Exactly. But now the Celtics, they have their turn now. So I would be a little bit disappointed and surprised if they came out flat in that game. I think the Celtics should win that game.
We'll have all your coverage on our website at CLNSmedia.com. But first, Jimmy's about to tell you who this video is sponsored by.
Yep, earmuff it, please. Earmuff. This video is sponsored by Manscaped. Go to manscaped.com for all your below-the-belt needs. I think that's the right word for that. And, guys, listen, you go to manscaped.com. You go to check out code GARDEN, excuse me. You get 20% off, free shipping. Think about it, Christmas is coming up, some stocking stuffers maybe, a good little gift for the man in your life.
Absolutely, and also be sure to check out our YouTube page at CLNS Media. Subscribe to us there. You'll get all the Celtics coverage you could possibly need.